Alright, this video is why it's important to be sober-minded and when you're trying to cultivate ideas. So, I talked about this in a long time ago, talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is basically like food, water, shelter, safety, those things, stuff of that basis. So a man can think on a higher level and think about other stuff in his need. I think relationships might have been the next, and then something higher than that could have been him beginning to think on his faith level. Well, one of the biggest things that'll stop you from thinking on a higher level is dependency. Dependency can mess up you in two ways. For one, what the drug does to your brain, and for two, just being dependent in general. Both of those can keep you trapped, and that's why being sober-minded is important for ideas and cultivating new ideas. And why it's especially important when you're young, because you'll find that a lot of these people in these spaces in their 40s and 50s are just regurgitating what they see on smaller channels. I see it happen all the time. So, but I also saw something that gave me hope. Stephen A. Smith posted this picture in the White House, and it had a quote in it talking about there's no limit to where a man can go or what a man can do, as long as he's not willing to be the one to take all the credit for it, or maybe even take any credit for it. Somebody's always watching, and trust me, there's ways to source the side of the source, but that's neither here nor there. But my main point being is you got to get rid of your dependency on stuff. Your dependency on stuff that's causing you to not feel free, because that free is locking up your mind in very costly ways. One way in particular is long-term thinking and being able to base plans to get you out of your current situation. You'll lose all that if you're in dependency. I know that from personal experience. Many years ago when I suffered from it at a heavy level, you'll lose all type of like forward progression thinking. I'm not even talking about cultivating ideas, like, and this isn't long-term uses what needs to be avoided at all costs, because that's gonna cause irreparable damages to the thinking process. You will never cultivate ideas. I heard a lady talking about how her vocabulary would, how her being able to retrieve words and stuff has been altered forever from being dependent on stuff for so long. So pretty much this is a short video. I always try to keep them around 3 minutes so I can post them and on YouTube Shorts. But yeah, you got to get rid of your dependency if you're trying to cultivate ideas. Like Kanye said, young people are filled with ideas, so value that. Take care.